Hi everybody, my name is Sha-En and I'm the founder of Happiness Scientists. Today, July 7th, is Global Forgiveness Day, and it's a day to remember to forgive yourself and the people around you. I know it's not easy because very often forgiveness is seen as giving in or being weak, or even worse, giving up. However, we also know that if we don't forgive someone or the situation, we are the ones holding on to the toxin, to the pain, to the hurt, and whatever negative emotion it is. It weighs us down, and meanwhile, the person that you can't forgive may even have forgotten about the matter or is living their life very freely. You all deserve to live with happiness and joy, and holding on to things that you cannot forgive goes counter to that. Sometimes we also can't forgive ourselves. We can't forgive the things that we do, the words that we say, sometimes the way that we show up, especially in front of our loved ones. But in times like these, it's important to also show ourselves compassion and recognize that, we don't always have to speak to ourselves so harshly. Instead, we can practice self-kindness by telling ourselves, we were doing the best that we can at that moment in time. And to forgive yourself, you can say, I forgive you, literally in front of a mirror, and let that burden be free, just like a balloon floating to the sky. You can also practice common humanity, which again is a self-compassion approach, and recognizing that all of us have made mistakes in our life. All of us suffer as well. And you, in that moment, not being able to forgive yourself happens to so many other people, and is a common human experience. You are not alone. Forgiveness is something that's easy to say, but sometimes so hard to do. So here are 3 steps that have helped me, and I wish that it will help you too. First, forgiveness is a decision. Yes, years ago, when I decided to forgive one of my former boyfriends for betraying me, it was so hard. But I told myself, or at least the decision I made was that I wanted to forgive. Directionally, that put me towards a path or process which I could then take. Number 2, I wrote down all the things that made me really angry, the things or the emotions that I was holding on to. Suppression or holding on to emotions not only affects us mentally, it also affects us physically. We feel more tired, we feel more heavy, almost as if things are running in the background of your laptop or your phone. It's hard to feel joyful and free and light when you're holding on to past hurts and pain. So I expressed all my emotions, and you could do this with someone that you trust, a therapist. Write it down in a journal, or even if you're going for a walk, go and say everything that you want to say to the ocean. That's something that I do as well. More importantly, it's not to keep it bottled up inside, and slowly work through it. Third, forgiveness can be done by remembering that the people who did that to you may not have known any better at the time. Of course, if you knew it was intentional, it might be even harder to forgive. But also remember that forgiveness is not about them. It's about you. You are the one continuing to live, and ask yourself, what do I want for myself? Do I want a happy, joyful, free life where I can fully appreciate everything it has to offer? Or do I want a life where I'm constantly beset by resentment, anger, and frustration because I don't want to let this go? Giving it up or forgiving, some of us feel that we need to fight for something, but there's a fine line. As you fight, there's always a trade-off, and the trade-off might be your sanity and your health. Choose what's better for you, and be willing to at least give yourself a chance to forgive. Sometimes the situation or the person is not around. For example, people may have passed on or are uncontactable in another country. And if that is a condition for you to forgive, then it's almost an impossible task, and you'll continue to carry that burden. So for your own sake, I hope that today, July 7th, Global Forgiveness Day, that you give yourself a chance to forgive yourself and to forgive others around you. Take care.